Hello, you are welcome to this video. I'm sure you probably saw it, a link to it from my GitHub or any other way. You are welcome. Well, this is just a network simulation. Sorry if you are not from Ghana. This is called sports. Sports doesn't exist. It's fictional. It's a fictional network which is imitating the MTN mobile money, Vodafone Cash, Tigo Cash that we have in Ghana. So all of these things that I mentioned, for those who don't know, are networks, mobile networks, which they have a system which you can be able to still transfer money on with the same mobile network. Okay, so this is what I did, and I kind of imitated them and then added some few things I feel could make them better. Because currently there have been instances where people have reported fraud and all that. Yes, so I'll quickly hop into it, not to take so much of your time. Okay, so sports, and then this is the code. I've explained the code on my repo on GitHub, which I'll add a link to the description. Yes, so it has just 4 people. It is assumed that just 4 people are in this network. 4 people are using this network, and they are here. And with time, you get to see what really happens in here. Okay, so I'm going to run the code, and then we'll follow on from there. So I'll press F5 to run. Okay, so it says welcome to Sports Cash. 1 transfer, 2 pay bill, 3 approve withdrawal, 4 airtime and bundles, and 5 my packet, and 6 help info. So for just the purpose of this app, we only have 2 of these options working. The rest are just left there. Yes. So sports is fictional, it doesn't exist. So I'm just going to use the ones which work, the options which actually work. The rest don't work. So I'll press 5 to check the amount of money in my wallet, and then see my pockets. I'm checking balance, so 1, so, and then my password. So in sports, I suggested a way where we can use passwords instead of pins. Now we know that in the pins they are just 4, and then many old people just have it as their year of birth. So with that, you just have a year of birth, and then anybody else who knows your year of birth can be able to access your account, which I think is not the best. So here my password is 2 billion, sorry, small letters, cities. Yes, that's my password. So my current balance is 2 billion cities. Yeah. So do I want to perform another transaction? And I go with yes. So now I want to transfer, so I use 1, and then to a spot user. So here as well, just the first option works. So a spot user, and then the user's number. And in the dictionary I highlighted earlier on, the user's numbers all begin with S. I know it's wrong to say a number and then start with a letter or an alphabet, so I'm just using it for fun. So we start with S, and then let's see, 184021921, and then those in Ghana know that we'll have to confirm this number, so I'm just going to highlight and copy and then confirm number. I says you are about to send money to Yas Antwa, please check the picture to confirm. Okay, so the picture comes, and that is the Queen Yas Antwa. Yes, and then with time it's going to go off. So it opens and closes by itself, and then it says, is that the same Yas Antwa? So is that the same Yas Antwa you want to send money to? Are you sure it's the person? Okay, because sometimes people will call you and be like, they made a mistake and they transferred their money into your account, or sending it to someone else. Okay, so for this case, that is why I suggest that this picture identification could work. It could really help. So I say yes, that is the same Yas Antwa. Yeah. So another funny thing about the people you will see here and their numbers is that after the S comes a year, 1840. 2 represents 2, and then 1921 So Yasantua lived from 1840 to 1921. It's just a funny thing I did. Yes. So we move on and then we add the amount. So let's say we are sending Yasantua 23,000. So we enter the reference for the war. Okay. Yasantua was a warrior. So you are sending 23,000 cedis to Yasantua, whose number is with reference for the war. Tax amount is this. Total amount is that. Enter your password to send. 1 to cancel. Okay, so we are sending that amount of money to Yasantua. Another thing is that sometimes people get confused with the numbers, with 3 zeros and then a comma. You get it? Sometimes in the normal mobile money apps, we don't see the commas. So we might not really be able to count the money well. So I believe this is also another suggestion which could help. So my password is 2 billion cedis. Yes, and then click send. 23,000 sent on the spot to Yasantua, and then this is my current balance. My 2 billion cedis has changed to this. No problem. Let's perform another transaction. So to a spot user, and then let's enter a different number. So S, let's say 1922 to 2015, and who lived around that time. Let's find out. Okay, sorry. So you're about to send money to Theodosia Oko. Please check the picture to confirm. So Theodosia Oko lived from 1922 to 2015. She's the one who designed the Ghana flag, and I'm sending money to her. So it goes away, and then I say yes, that is the same Theodosia Oko. And I add my amount of money. Let's say 500,000 cedis. So I'll tell her, thank you for the flag. Okay, don't worry so much about the for which has changed color. Yes, no. So thank you for the flag. You are sending 500,000 cedis to Theodosia Oko, whose number is this with reference. Thank you for the flag. Tax amount is 5,000 cedis. Total amount is this. Enter your password to send. Now we can see the tax amount is 5,000 cedis, which looks quite huge, but with the e-levy we have now, I think it's 10%, it's 0.1%, so 1% of every amount. So that is it. So 2 billion cedis is still my password. Yes. So 500,000 sent on the spot to Theodosia Oko, and this is my balance. We can see that the balance has reduced when you check up here. The balance is reducing. I hope you can see that. It has reduced again after the deduction. So it will keep on reducing as you send more. Alright. So we say yes. And then we still want to transfer another one. Yeah, so basically this is just how it works, and we can do that for as many people as we want, but in this network we just have 4 people, so their pictures are going to show with it as we move along. Yeah, so in order to take, let's send this money to 1909 to 1972, and then let's copy it. Let's send, confirm the number, and then it says you are sending money, you're about to send money to Kwame Nkrumah. Check the picture. So this is Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, and we don't touch anything. The code closes the image by itself, it opens it by itself. Yes, it is because of the sub process which I used. Yes, so I want to, is that the same Kwame Nkrumah? Yes, that is Kwame Nkrumah, and I enter the amount. Let's see, another, enter reference. Thank you for independence. Thank you, sorry. Okay, so password is still 2 billion cedis. And then do you want to perform another transaction? I say no. So no. So thank you for using Spot. Okay, so you see that I was able to send one after the other without actually leaving the app. You know, sometimes you have to finish, and then when you are done, you have to start the whole process again. But this allows you to kind of go through it over and over again. Yeah, so thank you for watching this video. This is basically what Spot does. Yep. And if you haven't gone through the code, you can still go through it and see how it is. Yeah, I know USSDs don't use images, so therefore it will be hard to implement in the normal phones, but I believe in their apps, the network apps, they'll be able to implement this. All right, thank you very much for watching this video.